Yes? What have you learned about the spies? Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods did not idly choose you as their agent, whatever you may think. But we have not eliminated the threat against Bruma and Cloud Ruler Temple, only delayed it. I will warn the Countess of the danger. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made some progress with the Mysterium Xarxes. I will send word to the Countess at once of the danger to Bruma. You should speak...
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal to Cameron's paradise. The Xarxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual. But so far, I have only deciphered one of them. The blood of a Daedra Lord. In fact, Daedric artifacts are not an easy thing to come by, obviously. But we will need a Daedric artifact. Bring it to me when you have acquired one. The only way to obtain a Daedric artifact is through the cults devoted to each of the Daedric Lords. The book, Modern Heretics, is the best introduction to Daedric cults. The library here has a copy if you need it. Remember, the Mysterium Xarxes ritual will consume the physical form of the artifact in order to release its Daedric power. I've learned that the Mysterium Xarxes is both the gate and the key to Cameron's paradise. In some sense, the book is Cameron's paradise. Manca Cameron bound himself to the Xarxes when he created his paradise, using dark rituals which I will not speak of further. A gate can be opened from the outside, however. It will be more difficult, as I will have to temporarily bind myself to the book. But I believe it can be done. I will continue working to decipher the arcane items needed for the binding ritual.
He preaches in Advent. Appeared right after the attack on the chapel there. Sounds like the usual doom-saying nonsense.
To Martin about his progress with the
the ritual. I hope to have made some progress by the time you return. The Daedric artifact. The next section of the Mysterium Xarxes is very difficult. I'm still working on the second item needed for the gate opening ritual. I believe I'm close to deciphering the relevant passage. The next section of... I'm still working on the second item needed for the gate opening ritual. I believe... I'm close to deciphering the relevant passage.
Yeah, is there pages to this shit? I'm not gonna sit and read all this. First I read books, references like this one. May I provide a general background concerning Daedric shrines. For example, my researches led me to understand that in Cyrodiil, Daedric shrines are generally represented by statues of Daedra lords, are generally situated in wilderness locations far from settlements. Like each shrine generally is associated with a community of worshippers that are referred to as a coven, and the shrines have associated with particular time, often a day of the week, when a Daedra lord may be solicited, and Daedra lords will not design to respond unless they regard sufficient power of strength of character that will only respond if given proper offering, the secret of which is often known only to the community of worshippers, and that in return of completion of some task or service of Daedra lords will often undertake to offer an artifact of power to a successful quester. Then I question locals that imitate knowledge of wilderness, two classes of informants that are especially useful. Well-traveled hunters and adventurers who might come across shrines in their travels, and scholars and mages guild. In that case, of Shrine of Azura. Both sources were profitable. I discovered Centennial Hunter who had chanced across a strange epic statue in his travels. The statue was a woman with outstretched arms, and the hand of a star held a star. Blase blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Alright, I'm gonna get going here. I can't be sitting here all day. It's good to read though, man. I like reading some of the stuff in the game. So this way I'm not like, coming out of here with like an empty hand.
Sir.
Oh, I gotta travel. Okay. Where the hell do I gotta go now? I gotta go all the way over yonder. I'm gonna travel. Let's travel across the world. You know, man, I want it to be bright.
Oh!
Come on now. Suck it up. Man, do I have like some kind of... think we made it. I think we made it. Not quite.
I'm trying to concentrate, if you don't mind. I'm trying to...
You have entered a holy place. What is your business here? These are dark times, and people's minds are poisoned by rumors and superstition. Unless you can persuade me of your good intentions, I cannot speak further on this matter. We watch and wait. This place is sacred. Please respect our privacy.
I'm trying...
Oh. Oh shit! Oh, they just took him out like that?
Do your worst.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with this shit.
Someone's been murdered!
It's all my fault, man. It's all my fault. Oh my god, dude. I'm sorry. I'm being chased by the freaking Goonies. Oh, they're trying to kill me now. Okay, yeah, I just talked to you guys. We cool? I told you not to mess with me, man. Sure knew better. I gotta be... Oh, man. She's nude. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Are you kidding me?
You'll never take me down! Ah! Ah!
Oh! What the f... Yo, chill. Let's see, can I do any more pilgrimage? I've heard rumors the attack on... I gotta get the fuck out of here.